the diaspora, which is a collection of all our Cameroonian children who are abroad in America, in Europe, in Asia, in Singapore, wherever in the world, and those on the African continent, in Nigeria, South Africa, and name it. All these people left the country, under different umbrellas. There were those that the government of Cameroon sent to different universities all over the world. I remember ever since I finished secondary school in the 1970s, people had been going abroad on government scholarships to go and study. But the unfortunate thing is that all these people who went abroad and had all these training, all these skills and so on, we have not made any efforts as a nation to bring them back to help us develop our nation. So we have people who are highly qualified and highly skilled, who are working to develop America, Canada, Europe, all other nations except our own. And yet we spend lots of money, employing these people we call technical assistants. I don't know the technical name again, from America, all these whites from America, from Europe, to come and help us. And when they come, they are doing their own thing. They are not really helping us. So we are saying that we have a pool of our own that we have trained, and they are out there. And they have one technical problem coming back home. We have not prepared a landing pad for them. We are not ready to receive them. For one reason or the other, the politics, overtook the reality, the economics and so on. And we have people who have been running our politics who are somehow afraid of all these people in the diaspora who have all the money, the skills, and the savoir-faire to make our country better. And therefore, they stop our youths from coming back to Cameroon to help us develop, which is a huge mistake. And the third option, which you really understand, is going to open up the doors for all these people who are out there in the diaspora in the different fields to come back home with their savoir-faire, to come back home with their resources, to come back home with their industries, and we will help them in Cameroon to build our industrial fabric. You see, we have abandoned our economics to foreigners. The economy of Cameroon is in the hands of the French, the Americans, the Chinese, the Indians, the Lebanese, and the Nigerians, Malians, just about everybody. Yet, the Cameroonians are not in that sphere. We don't find them. So the economy of Cameroon is in the hands of foreigners. It's foreigners who build our roads. It's foreigners who do everything for us. In fact, a few years back, it was the Frenchman who was in charge of Hisakam to carry our debt off the street. So we are saying that we have to create a platform that allows our diaspora to come back home and be inserted in the economic fabric of the nation. We'll lay a red carpet for them and give them all that it takes to make them succeed, by taking away the taxes, by giving them free land, by making sure that we don't hurt them. Because for one thing though, Cameroonians, even when those that try to come back, Cameroonians are so deceitful that when you try to employ a few Cameroonians or put them around you to create things, they don't work. So we are going to try to correct all those things and make sure that they succeed in correcting our economies. There are many things that we can do to make that happen, and in the days ahead, we'll be looking at all the little technical things that we have to do so that they can come back. So one of the key impediments that have been keeping our people from coming back to Cameroon is this issue of nationality. When our youths leave the country and go abroad to America, Canada, Europe, and all these places, when you go out there as a foreigner, you have to pay fees in universities like a foreigner. Many other doors are shut to you because you are a foreigner. Not for the fees to be reduced for you, let's say, so that you pay only about 1/3 the expected cost, so that you can have access to their industries and their jobs and so on. You have to take on their nationality. You have to rescind your own nationality and take on their nationality so they can open their doors for you. And those are their policies, and you can't fight with that. And that we are not a rich nation. If people who go to America and all those places from rich nations nations like Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Germany, they don't have to change their nationalities. So it's for us, the Africans, we come from a poor background. So we want to fit into a system so that we can benefit from the economics of that system and the savoir-faire of that system. So we let go our nationality, not because we are not patriotic, not because we don't like our countries, it's just because so that we can get by. And at the end of the day, when we are done that, we want to come back to our nations, and Cameroonians would have to go to our embassies to take, you know, entry visas to come back to Cameroon. And with the political atmosphere, you know, sometimes they are denied these visas, they are delayed, and many other things. And for some odd reason, the people who are in power, the administrators, the whatever, they see the people of the diaspora as if they were a threat who want to come and take their jobs and do whatever. Because to be candid, if things were done openly, on an open competition and so on, many of the people who are working in our offices and our structures will be found very wanting. So these are the kind of things they are afraid of, so they tend to block, you know, our youth and people in the diaspora from having these double nationalities, because they want to protect what they've got. And the sad thing about it is that though they do that, those of them in the administration and in high places, they all have double nationalities. They and their families and children, they have double nationalities. So double nationality is something that we need to, you know, allow our youth out there and our people out there to have. And for countries where having a double nationality will create them a problem, we give them permanent resident permits so they can fly in and out of the country as they wish, bring in the resources and industry as they wish, and establish here in Cameroon. That is the way. The third option is going to open up to the diaspora to come back and build our nation.